Hey, it's me, Bethany again, and I'm going to give you a little test to see what you remember. I'll say a question and give you a couple seconds to shout a response, and then I'll tell you the answer. For example, I might say, what's the opposite of a dog? The answer is a cat. If you said cat, you got it right. Here's another one. Do you remember what my name is? It's Bethany. If you said Bethany, you got it right. Here's another one. I live on where? If you said Rosebud Indian Reservation, you got it right. What kind of people live on an Indian reservation? If you said Indians or Native American people, you got it right. Those are the kind of people that lived here before white people ever came to America. All right, last question. Do Native people live in teepees today? The answer is no, they do not. They live in houses, just like you or me. Well, good job. Today I'll tell you a little more about what you can do to help the people who live here on the reservation. So remember how I told you how many kids here don't know Jesus and have to live hard lives? Well, you can definitely help with that. Here on the reservation, I've started a few things that I think will help. I've done a lot of praying, and these are some things that God has worked with me on and told me to do so that I can help these people know Him. One of those things is that I started a kids club in a town called Hedog. You guys are at VBS now, right? The kids club I run is kind of like that. We usually start doing some crafts, then we tell a Bible story, and then we have snack and play some games like Ships Across the Ocean or Capture the Flag and things like that. At Kids Club, kids can come who don't know about Jesus and learn about Him. Another thing that I've started is a youth group. Do any of you guys have older brothers and sisters that go to youth group? The thing that I do is kind of like that. Every week, teens can come and hang out at the church. And then after a while, we'll teach something about the Bible and then break into small groups so the teens can learn to look up the verses themselves, read them, and then talk about what the Bible's saying to them. That's a way that older kids and teenagers can learn about Jesus. Another thing that I do is I know a lot of kids who are really just having a rough time. For example, something really sad happened to a little girl who I know is 9 years old. She's having a really hard time knowing how to deal with it, and her family is struggling a lot. I go over to her house once a week to spend time with her and her family, and sometimes I take the kids out to do something fun. For example, I took them to a movie once, or once I took them to my house and we made a special dinner. When we do these special things, we have time to talk, so I can talk to this little girl and her siblings, tell them about Jesus, and also help them heal and get better after these really bad things happen to them. It's also a way that I can show God's love to them, to show how God cares for everybody, no matter what has happened to them. But all these things that I do cost money. I need craft supplies and snacks for Bible Club. I need Bibles for both youth group and for kids club, both so the kids can read them at club and so they might have some to take home and start reading for themselves. It also costs money to take kids out to do special things, like money to go to the movie or money for gas to travel from place to place. Do you think you would be willing to help pay for some of these things so I can tell kids more about Jesus? How are you doing at reaching your goal? I want to thank you so much for your help. I hope you can meet your goal so we can work together to tell these kids more about Jesus. I hope you have a great day today, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.